I'm in a similar position now. I'm in a similar position because I can now see that the place that we are going to attack and neutralize is a place where there are young children. And alongside those young children are those volumes of Quran. And I am totally and utterly confused and distraught. What would happen? What would happen when we go in? Would we not destroy all this? But I am so uncomfortable with this thought that I am unable to share it with anybody but you, because you know how it had affected me as a child. He told Sakina that he has talked to his commanding officer.
We planned to invade madrasa with full combat force, but Havaldar Shafiq pointed out the chances of collateral damage as there were a number of young and innocent students boarding in that particular place. Havaldar Shafiq so volunteered for this mission to hunt down this terrorist leader, as he clearly identified him and his other aides residing in that madrasa in the guise of religious preachers. We then modified the plan, and Havaldar Shafiq, along with his combat team, was to shoot the terrorist leader with his sniper rifle.
If he was able to do that, then it would mean no destruction of Quran. It would mean no destruction or apparent injuries to any children, and everybody would be saved, but the insurgents taken care of.
Havaldar Shafiq, who was in a state of hesitation whether to fire or not, got shot instantly. Later, the compound was raided by the standby team and terrorists were forced to surrender. There is yet another thing which is important to highlight, that Havaldar Shafiq did aim but did not shoot. He gave his own life but to save another life.
दर्द छोड़ दा हाल में मान मकनू आखा मान मकनू आखा
उनका हाथ ऐसे नहीं था, उनका हाथ इस तरह से था। उन्होंने निशाना जरूर बांधा था, लेकिन उन्होंने गोली नहीं चलाई।
तू आ तू मेरे मुर्शद वाला जा फोला तलाल
The poor man in the street of Pakistan, the average villager with little education but having access to television and all these sort of dramatic descriptions given of the so-called jihad from, has started to believe that these are Muslims, not knowing and not being told that these so-called Muslims and people who recite kalama are actually killing their own brethren. They're killing their own countrymen. They're destroying and they're sending in these suicide bombers into the villages, into the cities, into the busy streets of Pakistan. And that is the part that is not known or is not seen by the average farmer as the family of Shafiq. He is, as a Muslim, built in with this thought of respecting Quran, respecting the life of young children. And a Muslim is never supposed to shoot at women and children and the old. So he deals with a situation where the enemy mixes himself, interestingly, amongst little children with Quranic nuskhas lying there. Old men, women, all around, and this particular soldier is now in a dilemma whether he should shoot them or not shoot them, and they look exactly the same. And in this dilemma was Shafiq, and his straight finger, in which he could not shoot, gives a symbolic description of this divide in the mind of the soldier. This price that a soldier of Pakistan army pays at the level of his morality, at the level of his psyche, at the level of his soul, is unbelievable. And it cannot be understood if you do not have the sensitivity, the same feeling as that of Sakina. If you do not know the soldier in and out the way Sakina knew Shafiq, his part of the story would remain hidden. His part of the story would remain silent. And this sound of silence has to be heard by the world in large. The entire world has to hear the sound of silence.
Sakina is now well. Dr. Muadaat has not only cured Sakina physically and emotionally, but also changed her mindset. Sakina's only hope is now her little son. She wishes her son to grow young and follow the footsteps of his father. She wishes him to become a brave soldier one day and serve his motherland. Despite the complications and dilemmas faced by Pakistani people, the whole nation has given its fullest support and approval for Operation Rahe-Rast. This is evident from the success stories of the operation. The nation is proud of its soldiers and pays tribute to their sacrifices, since by sacrificing their today, they ensure a bright tomorrow for the nation.